to you from the beautiful Kora Shrine Temple in Lewiston. It is Mark and Sara taking Lydia's lunch bunch on the road to the Lewiston, Auburn Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce breakfast.
Look at all the tassels.
This is an amazing, amazing building.
Beautiful.
Last time we were here, we were in the basement.
It was so hot.
It was so hot, but not this time.
Today it's perfect.
This time we're in the main room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we leveled up.
We did. Oh,
literally.
Literally. We are covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's. Also brought to you by DuBois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big and no job is too small. Learn more at DuBoisElectric.com.
As always, when we broadcast from the Chamber Breakfasts, we're going to be bringing you interviews from new Chamber members, and we're hoping to snag an interview with our keynote speaker today.
Ooh, who's that?
I believe it is the owner of Lydia Media,
What?
Pam Ashby.
Neat.
Yeah. So we're very excited about that. I'm sure Pam is excited as well.
Yeah.
Not so much to talk to us, but to present at the Chamber Breakfast.
Totally.
So before we get to all that, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, February 12th.
Northeast Bank donated $15,000 and office furniture to Trinity Jubilee Center in support of the nonprofit's expansion into a new 10,000 square foot facility. Trinity Jubilee Center's new 2-story facility on Bates Street will significantly expand capacity and services, including a larger soup kitchen and food pantry, day shelter space, medical clinic, case management, workforce support, and room for future growth.
Amazing.
That is amazing. They do amazing things there.
They sure do. St. Dominic Regional High School's new head of school, Dr. Claude Barabee, established a scholarship in memory of his father to support current and future students. The Gerard Barabee Class of 1945 Veteran Scholarship will provide 4 $1,500 scholarships to sons and daughters of U.S. military veterans. Gerard Barabee was a lifelong St. Dom supporter and served in the Second World War.
The city of Auburn announced details for this year's Lobster Festival. It's scheduled for Saturday, May 16th on Main Street from 1 to 6 p.m. Attendees will enjoy free admission, food trucks and local brews and cocktails, live music from Scotia, David Young and the Interstate Kings, and Ashton Butler. For more information, visit auburnlobsterfestival.com.
Now it's time for the weather.
Oh, the weather? Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
Sunny today with a high of 32 and a low of 16. Sunny tomorrow with a high of 33 and a low of 14. And sunny on Saturday with a high of 34 and a low of 10.
In sports, Peyton Pritchard scored a game-high 26 points to lead the Celtics over the Chicago Bulls, 124-105. Boston heads into the All-Star break with a 35-19 record and in first place in the Atlantic Division. They're back in action on February 19th when they visit the Golden State Warriors. They did all right.
You know, I feel I owe you an apology.
Yeah.
Because you've been on the Celtics train all year long. And I figured without Jason Tatum, they were going to be a mediocre team, which they were, in my defense.
They had to get their...
Which they were for,
you're right about
first
that.
month or so of the season.
Yep.
But you believed in them since day one.
I did. I just knew they needed to hit their stride.
Yeah, and they're in first place.
Yeah,
so
they're a good team.
Kudos to you.
Thank you.
In the Winter Olympics, Team USA men's ice hockey will debut today. They'll take on Latvia this afternoon at 3 p.m.
Did I hear a rumor that Sway's starting out?
Is he? Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm not surprised. But they do have 3 really good goalies there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. The NA3 Nordiques lost to the New Hampshire Junior Mountain Kings 5-2. The Nords will head to New Jersey to take on the Titans on Friday and Saturday.
Caitlin McCoy scored 18 points off the bench to lead the Central Maine Community College women's basketball team over Southern Maine Community College, 87-68. The men's team lost to the Seawolves, 80-76.
Tough loss.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Close, yeah. Our Maine Nordiques will visit the Rochester Junior Americans in New York tomorrow and Saturday.
You're going to have to hate Rochester from a distance
Far, far
this
away.
weekend.
I don't know. I think my loathing stretches to New Jersey, New York, or wherever.
The Lewiston Maniacs will host the New England Wolves tomorrow at the Colisee in Lewiston.
And Bates College basketball will tip off against Connecticut College tomorrow night. The men's team is home and the women are on the road. Both games tip off at 7 p.m.
That's your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for February the 12th, shall we?
Yeah, this is a good one.
We have a lot of
We
good
got
ones
some
in
really
here today.
good ones. Yeah.
It's an embarrassment of riches.
It is kind of,
is what we
yeah.
have today. We're going to start off with Christina Ricci, who is 46 years old today.
Adorbs.
How is Christina
I
Ricci
don't
46?
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's possible.
She made her film debut at the age of 10 in Mermaids in 1990.
Yeah.
And then famously played Wednesday Addams in the Addams Family
He was
movies.
so good in that.
So good.
My favorite thing from that movie is when they're selling lemonade and the Girl Scouts ask if they're made of real lemons. Do you know that scene?
No.
And then the Girl Scouts want to know if they want to buy cookies, and Wednesday says, "Are they made of real Girl Scouts?"
Ooh.
It's so funny. Are they made of real Girl Scouts? She's a very good actress.
Yes,
She's very
absolutely.
funny.
Singer China Phillips of Wilson Phillips is 58 years old today.
For one more day. One more day. Things will go your way.
You got to hold on. China is the daughter of the Mamas and Papas band members, John and Michelle Phillips, and the half-sister of Mackenzie and Bijou Phillips. Actor Josh Brolin is 58 years old today.
Aww.
You know him from True Grit and No Country for Old Men.
I know him from the Goonies.
The Goonies,
Bran.
That's right.
He was Bran.
And he's the son of actor James Brolin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also the worst possible villain of all time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He was Thanos. He's the one who did the snap.
I know the snap was a big thing, but I never saw it.
Do you know what the snap did?
No.
It eliminated half of the population of the planet.
Oh.
They just disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
but
not cool.
The worst part is their families all remembered them.
Not cool, Thanos.
Not cool, Thanos.
Not cool.
No, he was a terrific villain. He was just awful.
Great.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
How about Arsenio Hall, celebrating birthday number 70
Were we
today?
just talking about the dog pound
We
recently?
were. And I was thinking we need a dog pound for the lunch bunch.
It should be something cuter than
We have Vinny and Lydia, but they're more interested in snacks and
Yeah.
treats.
Well,
They don't hang out in the studio with us because people outside the studio have treats.
snacks, and then they bark to get out to go
Right.
have the treats.
So we'll work on it. We'll get some kind of dog pound.
I'll bring Mabel in. She doesn't care.
You will be too distracted if you bring Mabel
She's
in.
so cute.
You'll be biting her paws. You remember the Arsenio Hall show back in the day? Ran from 89 to 94, and then again from 2013 to 2014.
Really? They had a revival?
Yeah, crazy, right? And he also appeared in Coming to America with
That's right.
Eddie Murphy in 88 and Coming to America 2 in 2021.
I do recall.
And he was in Harlem Nights as well in
yeah.
89. Joanna Kearns, 73 years old today. She was the mom in Growing Pains.
She sure was.
She played Maggie Seaver from 85 to 92.
Yeah.
And let's see here. O.M. God.
Oh, boy.
Michael McDonald, the velvety smooth voice of the Doobie Brothers.
Man, that guy can sing, huh?
74 years old today.
74.
Oh,
Wow.
man. You know the hits. I keep forgetting.
What a fool believes.
That one.
That one.
Minute by minute, taking it to the streets.
Taking it to the
And he did some great collaborations with Christopher Cross. and Kenny Loggins, and Toto.
Toto!
Yes, and Steely Dan as well.
Yes.
Michael McDonald is an absolute legend,
Yeah.
and I will die on that hill.
He is.
And rounding out FPBs for February the 12th is author Judy Blume, who is 88 years old today.
She's amazing.
Amazing.
She wrote books that made my childhood brain feel seen.
Tell me if you remember any of these. Super Fudge.
Yep.
Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Yep.
Tales from a Fourth Grade Nothing.
Yep.
And Double Fudge.
Double Fudge.
Yeah.
The Fudge and Super Fudge books and Double Fudge were my favorites that she wrote.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, so
and
good.
Judy was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine just a couple of years ago in 2023.
Wow. She impacted a lot of kids in the 80s.
Sure did.
No doubt. No
Yes,
question.
in a good way.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
22 years ago, in 2004, lesbians Phyllis Lyon and Del Martin became the first gay couple to be married legally in San Francisco after Mayor Gavin Newsom, God, I love that man, ordered the city clerk to begin issuing same-sex marriage licenses. A few thousand people rushed to the altar over the next few weeks before the Supreme Court could shut it down and ruled that the city had overstepped state law.
Oh, boy.
And now that mayor, Gavin Newsom,
Yeah.
Governor.
Yep. And
People like him.
a possible presidential candidate as well.
I would say for sure. 29 years ago in 1997, David Bowie got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Changes.
33 years ago in 1993, the classic comedy Groundhog Day was released. It starred Bill Murray as a guy stuck reliving the same day over and over again. Now, why did they release it after Groundhog Day?
I'm not sure.
That's silliness. 58 years ago, in 1968, high school dropout Jimi Hendrix returned to his hometown of Seattle for the first time in 7 years for a sold-out show. He'd planned to also perform for free the next day at his old school Garfield High. Unfortunately, that February 13th school assembly didn't work out the way he planned. Hendrix was sleep-deprived. He didn't have his guitar because his equipment truck went missing, and most of the kids had no clue who he was.
What a drag.
What a drag.
What a drag it was to be Jimi Hendrix on that day.
I know.
Right? But he has
Man,
not
oh,
known.
man.
How do you not know?
How do you not know who I am? 114 years ago in 1912, the last emperor of China was forced to give up the throne at the tender age of just 6 years old. The 1987 movie about his life won 9 Academy Awards, including Best Picture Oscar. Last Emperor. In 1909, the NAACP was founded in response to deadly riots in Lincoln's hometown of Springfield, Illinois.
And I want to throw in there, too, I was a big fan of the sitcom Cheers. And 41 years ago, in 1985, Nicholas Colasanto, the comic who played Coach on Cheers, died at the age of 61.
Yeah.
He was only 61
Yeah.
years old. And, of course, he was replaced by Woody Harrelson.
Who was great.
Yeah, but he wasn't Coach.
He was great. He wasn't Coach. I remember the episode after he unexpectedly passed away. You could feel the sadness in the cast.
Yeah.
Like it was real for them.
Yeah.
Because they addressed the death of Coach
Yeah.
on the actual show. Yeah.
Amazing actor, amazing
Very funny
character,
guy.
amazing show
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
So
it really was, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Cheers was really good.
let's interview some new chamber members.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the LA area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate here with your daily safety tip. Never accept free samples from curbside or parking lot vendors. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
It's interesting, too. The acoustics in here are fantastic.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
Yes.
It would be a great place to just sit and sing one morning. I would love it. I would love
Maybe
it.
afterwards we can just do a little a cappella here.
Yeah. All right. I'm down for that. That beautiful voice you hear suggesting we sing is Sunshine Spaulding of Sunshine Spaulding Consulting. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Chamber Breakfast. Things are going swimmingly so far, as Mark would say.
Love that term.
He loves swimmingly. I love the Chamber Breakfast, and I'm so glad you could join us this morning to talk about your business. So tell us a little bit about Sunshine Spaulding Consulting, what you do, how people find you, and your road to where you are right now.
Yeah, so I have been in marketing for over 25 years, and I came in when it was very much like duct tape marketing, right? You were doing everything yourself. I've always been part of a very small team, but for a very large and international corporation. And then I worked with publishing. I've also worked with small businesses. And I came to this point where I realized I had so much more value to bring to small companies than I could to a larger company, because so many small companies just, they don't either understand the value of marketing, or let's face it, they just don't have the time and energy, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are in that if we build it, they will come mode. And I understand
crossed,
that, right?
Yeah.
Your product's amazing, your food is amazing, but if people don't know about it, and if people aren't, let's be honest, being hit over the head with it, they're going to forget about you.
Yeah.
And so this is where I step in and say, what are you really trying to accomplish here? And how do we get there with your revenue goals and with your customer goals?
Nice. And do you work with small businesses?
I do work with small to medium businesses.
Okay.
I try not to go over anything like over 10 million.
That was my next question.
You're getting into a different category.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What are some things that people, like biggest mistakes? I know you mentioned like trying to manage it all by themselves, but what are some of the biggest mistakes that people make when trying to market themselves that you can kind of step in and sort of help them redirect and correct?
I think the biggest mistake is not having a strategy. A lot of people are doing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it'll stick, or they follow somebody who's talking to them about funnels and things that are just so outside of what they really need, and then they give up. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And so this is where, like, when I talk to agencies, they're always like, I wish they talked to you first. Because I sit down with them and I say, what do you want? Who are your customers? Do you know who your customers are? Do you know how to reach them? Do you know where they are? And I get that all together because that's what they're missing. So when they're walking into like a digital agency, they expect that agency to just magically make things happen. The agency is like, who are you? What do you want? And that's why they need somebody like me.
Nice. You've been doing this for 25 years, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing that you've noticed when you step in and you help somebody? Is it the aha moment? Is it the traffic increases? What is it that really drives you to continue to do this kind of work?
So marketing, it's funny because it's a long game, right? And so you rarely do have that moment like, we did something and it was amazing and now you have all these customers. That's not going to happen. Let's be honest. But it is when they finally get to see everything lined up and understand a path forward, that strategy over the next 6-12 months and knowing where they're supposed to go and giving them things that are, I am not going to ask one person to do what I would ask a 5-person marketing team to do. Mm-hmm. And I make it realistic for them. And that is their moment where they're just like, thank you.
That sigh of relief.
Yes.
Yeah. Sunshine, how has social media changed the marketing landscape? Because in the business as long as you have been, you've seen that shift.
Yeah, I was here before it, right?
Yeah, right.
It is amazing to watch how we've gone from just blasting everybody to trying to be very curated and have this very this persona that we want to project to people. And now we're in this place of authenticity, which I love because this is where we really need to be. People are tired of being messaged to. They want to know sincerely who you are and what are you going to do for me. And social media is catching up to that and finally getting there. And it's been amazing to watch. It really has. And with things like TikTok, where so many people who have no platform can suddenly get people interested in who they are, it's been magic. I love it.
Yeah, it's like just that little extra boost, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, exactly. The people who think social media is going to replace their marketing are the people I feel bad for because they don't understand that is only a small piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. Well, this has been so fun. I love you really are a ray of sunshine.
Oh, thank you.
You're a delight to talk to. I would love to give people your website, sunshinespaulding.com.
Yes.
Drive them there. Any other ways they can reach you?
You can find me on LinkedIn under Sunshine Spaulding, and I am on Instagram with Sunshine Spaulding Marketing. I would also say for any chamber members, they're sending out a link today that's special for chamber members. I'm giving everybody my usually $97 packet, which is a 30-day local liftoff, which just helps people go through 30 days of small steps to get more visibility.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for being a part of our community.
Thank you so much for having
and for
me.
changing things with us. This is great.
This is wonderful. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston, Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
We are now joined by Kayla James, main book author, and we had a great opportunity to talk to you at the December Chamber Breakfast about your book. Would you please tell our listeners about the Chronicles of a Guinea Pig? And we understand that you have your inspiration for that book sitting here with you, so we'll chat with Neil as well.
Yes, so I wrote a book, The Chronicles of a Guinea Pig, and it's about this little guinea pig that he had when he was younger, and he goes on these little explorations and adventures, and he gets into some trouble, and then he actually gets a new brother too, so they kind of get in trouble together, and then they kind of learn how to get along, and they have some villains that kind of come into the story too, so it's really exciting.
What is the age range of this book geared toward?
I actually designed it to be K through 8, which I know a lot of people are like, how can you do that? Because I formatted it in a way that everybody can enjoy the book, and youngers can still enjoy the pictures if they're still early readers, but then you have more heavier themes that the olders can understand and be more excited about, and then you can kind of build those lessons to that.
Nice. And you have beautiful illustrations.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the name of your illustrator?
Yes, Leah Capentess. So she is based out of Kennebunk, so she's local.
Nice.
And she's a MECA student, which was really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What a cool collaboration.
It was a really cool collaboration.
Awesome. Neil, did your guinea pigs actually get into adventures?
Yeah, I mean, somewhat. They it was weird because where I lived in Poland, Maine, when I had these guinea pigs, we had them go outside next to a garage, and they would freely roam, but they would always stay next to the garage. I mean, these are guinea pigs that you only have as a pet, so it makes no sense that
It doesn't
did that.
make
But
sense.
they loved that, and I would go outside and spend time with them outside. And I'm like, I don't know if I should be letting them outside like this. But I was like, no, they'll stay right next to the garage and eat clovers all day, and then bring them inside.
What a happy life
Yeah.
for a guinea pig.
Free-range
I
guinea
love it.
pig.
Yeah, that is inspirational. What prompted you, Kayla, to want to write a book?
Well, it was during COVID, like I had previously had said, and we were really bored. And then we were talking about, childhood memories and things that we've done, and I think that kind of opened that door of, I've always wanted to write a book, and my brother would tell me too, he's like, oh, your life is so interesting, you should write a book. And I kind of put it, away, oh well, whatever, it's not a big deal. And then I just was like, hey, this is now or never, might as well do it, right? And, we have all this time. And then it took 2 years in the process to actually kind of format it and put together and have the courage to do it, because it is a big step, and it was a big leap for us. And then I did it, and then I haven't looked back since.
Nice. So your life is interesting. When are you going to write a book about your life?
I don't know. I actually did write a book with my childhood pet. That's not published yet.
Oh.
And I have written that, and it does have some pieces of my childhood and adventures,
fun.
so that might be something down the road.
Yeah.
But I do have my second book in publication right now.
I was just going to ask you. That's so exciting.
Yes. So we're hoping for June. So we're hoping for June.
And it's going to continue on the
It
story
will.
of these.
I have-
What are the guinea pigs' names?
Riff Raff and Fluffernutter.
Riff. were those their?
She didn't make up. No, those are the
Those were
names.
their.
My
was
mother
your
had some weird names for pets.
Riff Raff, like from Rocky Horror
Yeah.
Picture Show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those sound like
Fluffernutter based.
nicknames for Sarah's friends.
Well, they kind of do.
Fluffernutter was pretty obvious. It was like, the
main
Fluffernutter sandwich.
Yeah, it looked like
Oh, see,
that.
like a toasty marshmallow color. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can picture him in my head.
Yep.
I can totally picture this guinea pig in my head. That's amazing. How do folks find your work?
They can go on my website, which is Kayla-James.com. And I also have Instagram, Facebook, and it's on Amazon.
Awesome. And the name of that book is The Chronicles of the Guinea Pig.
Yes, it is.
All right.
I want to say, too, that we're going to have an extended interview with Kayla.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Coming up next week.
You're going to come and chat with us.
I think it's the 16th, right? Tuesday?
Yes.
All right.
We're going to learn more about your interesting life.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Neil,
joining
you
us.
coming too?
Thank you so much.
I guess so.
All right, cool.
I'm not teaching school at
It's
the time.
a party.
That'd be great.
Oh, are you on vacation next week?
He is, yes.
You are.
Awesome.
I'm not anymore.
I'm,
I'm a former educator. I
I'm
left
playing
the
hooky right
classroom.
now, so nice.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you up to?
Full-time book authoring.
Wow.
All right.
Congratulations.
Love it.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you both very much for
Thank
being
you.
here this morning. Enjoy the breakfast. We are joined this morning by Marty Young and Maureen Seller of Breaking Orbit LLC here at the Chamber Breakfast at the beautiful Kora Shrine in Lewiston. Breaking Orbit sounds interesting, and you just said something really funny because I was like, oh, it's a technical consulting firm. And what did you say?
I said, if it's nerdy, we do it.
If it's nerdy, we do it. Marty, that's like the new slogan. So tell us a little bit about what nerdy means to you.
We do web development.
Come on in
we
a
do
little more.
web
There you go.
development. We do any general technical consulting. We'll help you set up systems, work on computers. We'll do pretty much anything computer related. We do some general light bookkeeping. We have notary services, graphic design, things like that. So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and what would you consider a small business to be?
Small business is basically anything that's not a big corporation, meaning if you're still an LLC, up to 100 people, we can make it work.
Nice.
So,
Yeah. What do you find most people struggle with in their small business technology?
I think most people struggle with the fact that it's hard to make technology work for you when it's not your specialty. Small businesses, it's hard to actually spend the money to make technology work. So we try to keep our rates reasonable. We try to make it so that it's easy and fun. And we try and take all of the headache out so you can focus on your business.
Yeah. Do you find people mostly need help with like point of sale software?
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah?
Just building a web presence, branding, things like that, point of sale software. I've worked with a couple of diners and restaurants on, just setting up the handheld systems even.
Yeah.
So
What a huge advancement that was, huh?
yeah, it's kind of nice.
Kind of a struggle for I think a lot of small businesses when you maybe your specialty is like you're a bakery or something, like the last thing on your mind is how do I manage all of this other
Right.
stuff. So that's where you all kind of step
Yep.
in and do that and help out. Yeah. Very cool. How did the two of you become involved in this? Like what did you just kind of think to yourself, people, you see a need, people need us there, we need help them? Like how did this happen?
I originally started this in California. I worked for myself for about 15 years there. I decided that being self-employed is kind of hard. So I decided to go back to the corporate world for a while, which brought us out here. And once I got laid off, I decided it's time to start this up again. So.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Very
it's good.
And your story?
I love tech, so it's what I do for my day job, and I just like to help out as much as I can.
Very cool.
What's your specialty, Maureen?
Yeah.
My specialty
Yeah.
is software development.
All right.
Yeah, I think software development, organization,
And testing.
and testing.
Test.
That's the fun part.
That is the fun part. Break things.
What is a breakthrough moment that you've seen when helping a small business kind of figure out their technological issues?
I think the biggest thing is when you give somebody the tools that they need and all of a sudden they realize this makes my business easier. There's something really satisfying about that. There's something really gratifying about seeing somebody else succeed because you've been able to help them through the small hurdles. they're small to us. They're not really small to other people. So
Yeah, they seem insurmountable, I think, sometimes for small businesses when they take a step back and they just they don't know how to deal with it. So it's great that you're there. How do folks get in touch with you?
You can always visit breakingorbit.com. I'm always available either by email or phone. If I don't answer the phone, I promise to call back. But the website is probably the best way to find us.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you.
Enjoy your breakfast. Thanks for coming in. Well, welcome to the Chamber Breakfast. Melissa Sproul, Vice President of Operations, and Chris Bouchard, President and CEO of OTIS Federal Credit Union. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're doing great.
Phenomenal. Yeah, did you get some coffee?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, good.
Sarah, did you want to talk about Chris's hair?
He sat down and I just remembered he has a nice head of hair. You have a nice head of hair.
I've heard it a few times.
Yeah,
but thank you. It's always nice.
And it's like early in the morning, and it looks great. Like, I don't know how you did that. Mine
Well,
doesn't
it's
look like that.
generally a two-step process.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Trade secrets.
Do you want to talk about Otis Federal Credit Union instead?
I think Melissa would probably love to.
Yes, of course.
Yes, please do. Tell us a little bit about Otis. I mean, you guys are doing a lot.
Yes, we do a ton within the community. We do stuff with the Ending Hunger campaign, which is a collaboration between Maine credit unions. So we do, our annual yard sale in the summer. We volunteer at the Special Olympics.
We're always looking for ways to spread our wings a little bit, get out more in the community, do more for more people, and help more causes in the state of Maine.
Yeah.
Financial literacy, that's a big one. So we go to some of the area schools and help them with budgeting exercises and things like that.
That's very cool. At its core, the idea of a credit union is that it's really centered around the community that are members.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's a big difference between what you're doing and what bigger banks are doing.
Absolutely.
What are some expansion things that are happening right now at Otis?
Melissa?
Isn't it great being the president
this is
and CEO?
exciting for us. So we just completed a renovation to our branch in Jay. It took about 6 months, but it looks fantastic. We've added some office space. We've really modernized the look and feel of the branch, and members are loving it. Our staff is loving it. So that was just a way that we could, give back to the community and say that, we're investing in you. We're investing in our staff, our infrastructure.
Yeah.
Nailed it. We're adding a number of staff members. We are expanding. I think our renovation to our existing branch speaks to that, right? And it is investment into the community. And, we're all about being local and helping the members. And we want to be a big employer in the state of Maine.
That must be kind of nice to just walk into that branch and be like, oh, yeah, we did this.
It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing. And also, we were in the best places to work in Maine in 2025. So that was a big step for us. And we're seeing a lot of interest in, people wanting to come work for us. And so it's, we're building up a pretty great staff. So.
Yeah. And so you are hiring. As you said, you are looking to fill more positions?
We just filled a couple of positions, but we've got a few more staff ads throughout the year. So.
All right. Beyond the J location, you are part of the credit union kind of infrastructure where you can bank. Is that the right word to use?
It's shared.
You can say bank.
Yeah.
Shared banking.
Shared banking, shared branching, yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so all of the credit unions, well, not all, but most are part of a network. So you can go into, say, our office and say, I'd like to reach my credit union that's in Florida. And we can, conduct a transaction based on your information there. So it's so convenient, Banks can't really do that, so the shared branching network is a big perk of being part of a credit union.
And everything is available to your customers online.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And what's your website?
It's otisfcu.coop.
It's the only co-op one that's out there.
Yes.
And it's for cooperative.
Yeah. So you're setting yourselves apart digitally too.
Absolutely.
Good for
We
you
have a
guys.
state-of-the-art digital banking platform that you can reach right from our website.
Love it. Anything else you want folks to know about OTIS before we let you head off for breakfast?
Well, I think it's what we like to say. When you bank with Otis, you can bank on Otis.
Aw, that's a good slogan.
That's a good one.
That's a T-shirt waiting to happen.
Yeah.
This guy came up with it, so it's pretty good.
Got you. Well, thank you both so much for joining us this morning. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you.
Thank you both for having us.
Thank you.
And now we're joined by Eli Mukendi and Jonathan Kalala of Zion Care LLC. It's an in-home supportive care business located in
Auburn.
Auburn. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you all are doing there and how this project started?
Yeah, of course. So Zion Care is a non-medical personal home care based in Auburn, Maine. So we offer non-medical personal care services to seniors living in Maine, and we are community focused. So the project started after we've been working in the industry for about quite a few years now. So we decided to take the knowledge that we took from our workplaces and give it back to the community. So that's how the Project Zion Care came to life.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And you said non-medical care.
Non-medical care.
So what does that entail?
So that means that we are different from home health care. So we are home care. So we're giving services that are non-medical. So we wouldn't be passing medications, but we would help with the activities of daily living, such as doing the bed, helping in the shower, hygiene, making food, transportation services, light housekeeping. So those are
Just
services.
a helping hand,
Yes.
basically, for
Yeah.
those who maybe can't maintain their home but don't want to necessarily leave and move to assisted living in that sort of situation.
Yes.
That's great. How did that become a passion of yours? Like that takes a special kind of person.
Yes. So, I will let him.
I think
go.
by looking around the community, we end up realizing there were not so many of those type of agency. So we had an idea to create one that can provide for the community.
Yeah. Sort of like a direct support professional, but for
seniors,
senior population.
Yeah. And I would add on what he said. So for me, I used to take care of my grandmother. So that's
you got it
something
in your heart.
that So
It's hard to see our seniors struggling to try to maintain their lifestyle in their home and not really have anything outside of medical care to help them with that. So this is a really great service that you guys are offering. How do people get in touch with you to learn more about this business, or if they have questions about the kind of care that their family member or that they themselves can receive?
Yeah, so they can reach out to us on our website, zioncaremain.com, or on our phone number, which is
207-370-5217.
You guys are a great partnership.
So we kind of like complement each other.
You absolutely do. That's wonderful. Is there anything else you want people to know about Zion Care before we let you head off for breakfast?
Well, we've been around, so if there's anything that people would like to, they'll need help from us, we are here to offer the services. They can always reach out to us. We have an email, info@zioncaremain.com. We have our phone line, which is 207-370-5217.
Perfect.
They can reach out to us, and then we'll hear what they want, and from there we can be able to draft a plan specific for them.
Determine what sorts of things you can help provide. I love it. That's such a great opportunity for people to take.
And at Zion Care, we preserve the independence and the dignity of our client.
So important.
While giving them the services, yes.
So important. Thank you for doing that.
As well as privacy of their record.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much for being here and for being part of our community.
Thank you.
You have a great day. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you would like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat.